Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope well. Um, I wanted to, before I do an oracle pull, everyone seems to really enjoy those, and then the tarot too. A couple people said the cards that I was pulling resonated exactly with what people were going through at that time. But before I start, I just posted a post yesterday about not absorbing all the trauma and drama and everything going on in this world right now. There's a lot going on in this world, and I notice every day, even on Facebook, a lot more people have come off Facebook. There was people I used to see on there all the time, and they're gone, and that's because they said the negativity was too much. But that's the part that bothers me, because I see it too, but instead of just scrolling past it, which is obviously what you should do, but then share something positive, share something funny, share something meaningful, share a positive quote, turn it around, because the more we focus and dwell and watch the news on, what happened in Australia, things happening here, something happened right the town next to me the other night at the mall. Things I go to that mall, to the movies with my grandson all the time. I used to work in that little mini mall. There's so much going on, and we can't walk around fearful, and we can't walk around carrying it. Of course, we have to acknowledge what's going on. It's terrible, but let's change the focus. A positive attracts positive, negative attracts negative. So if we all go out there and try to do something positive, give someone a smile, do something nice for someone, pay it forward if you're able to. Every nice gesture, every nice comment, every funny Facebook post or Instagram or whatever, just out in general, all of that will attract more positivity. But we can't live in it. I mean, I see people going on. Did you see today again? How many people? Stop watching the news, or I get my news from independent reporters, so I don't have to sit and watch all the other garbage and watch other people's, what they believe, because that's what you're getting too. I'm not going to go into that. If you know, you know. I don't trust the news, because I've watched the news before and then thought, the same, that they get you to react. That's part of it. Let's get them to react. Let's get them angry. Let's get them divided. Another reason I don't watch. But anyway, then I started watching these independent reporters, and he was reporting literally stuff that now I could even go and watch a video of a Congress having a meeting and hearing it coming out of their mouths. The independent reporters are telling you exactly what's happening, and these are legit people. The one gentleman that I follow used to work on Wall Street, and he's legit, and he's been around since probably back when I started. I think it was around COVID when I shut the television off, and so yeah, he gives you the news and then lets you decide what you want to do with it. And he'll let you know if he's mad or upset about it, but he doesn't sway either way. And I'm the same way. The politics, anything that's going to divide me, I don't want to be involved with it. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing that has to do with division. So anyway, but what we have to do is, again, acknowledge what's going on, but then put our mind onto something else, something that's more positive, a hobby, or, like I said, a funny post, or just when you go out in public, or even at work, instead of, talking around the water cooler, they say, if someone starts bringing, did you hear what happened yesterday? Oh, it was such a beautiful day, something, or it's a beautiful day today. Why don't we go for a walk around the building? We used to do that at my one job. If it was a nice day, we would, on our lunch break, we would eat quickly, and then we would go just walk laps around the office, just to be outside in nature. So I just wanted to say that. Please don't allow yourself to get absorbed in the chaos that's going on, because it's not helping anyone, and it's only attracting more chaos. And if you think about it, if you're all huffy and upset about something you just saw in the news, and then you go to work, and then another coworker says, oh, did you see that? I'm so angry about it. Oh yeah. And then another person says, now everyone's sitting there. The energy in that room right now is volatile. And, you know, and if you're working in customer service, people are going to hear that in your phone voice as well. Trust me. So, you know, turn it off. If something bothers you, acknowledge, yeah, that sucks, but you know what? Hey, I can do this. I can try to spread joy this way, or, you know, I can do that, anything, or sway the conversation. You know, if someone's talking about something that you know is volatile and is going to get everyone in the office going, bring up lunch, anything to try to divert the conversation seriously. We need more and more positive people, not going off Facebook because you don't want to see the crap anymore, because now that's kind of all there is. I'm still out there, hey, hello, you know, the meme queen, and trying to make people laugh and trying to post stuff that are positive and trying to do these videos and share this information. And I notice more and more, less and less people. And it's sad, you know. Don't run away. That's what I did my whole life: fight, flight, or freeze. Depending on situations. Don't run if you don't like something. Change it, right? Like that saying about being the change. And I had mentioned there's Louise Hay from the Hay House. You can look them up, books and stuff, fabulous, and she was amazing. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this experience or situation, only good will come. I am safe. That's a saying that she said whenever something is happening in your life, whenever something goes wrong. She said it works, and I'm believing that now because even though I'm in the middle of a tower moment myself, I'm handling it really well, and not because I shoved it down this time. It's because I'm learning how to handle my problems without shoving them down, without numbing them, actually stepping up and dealing with it instead of pushing it away. You know, grief, I've had it all. Trauma, I've child abuse, I've gone through, you know, relationship abuse, volatile relationships, and I shoved it all down and pretended it didn't happen until it made me sick. So don't do that. You can't shove it down and pretend it didn't happen. You have to feel it, deal with it. What did I learn from this experience? Nothing. You can't figure out what you possibly learned from it. Write it down. Keep a journal. I'm telling you, it really helps because you can always go back and you'll see, wow, I found an old journal from years ago of me crying out for help for medications. When are the doctors going to find a medication to make me better? There wasn't one. It was here. It was me. I had to do it. I had to do the deep shadow work and the soul searching and therapies and all of that. Unfortunately, they didn't help me, and that was the problem. I was crying out, when is someone going to help me? I realized that it's me. I have to love me. I have to want to change the things that I know, you know, that are causing me to make these decisions. I have to get through all this trauma. I can't keep shoving it down anymore. Me. I'm in charge of my own happiness. I'm in charge of loving me. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of me. It doesn't matter if anyone loves me. It doesn't matter. And it sounds weird and it sounds selfish, but you have to become selfish to heal. Otherwise, you're going around people pleasing and making sure everyone else is happy and making sure you're doing what they wanted you to do or what's going to make them like you or this or that. I mean, I bent and shaped myself to the point where just not even 6 months ago or so, I sat there one day and someone asked me what I like to do for fun. I said, I don't know, whatever you like to do. What do you like to do for fun? Because I didn't really know. I didn't know. And I didn't know who I was. Like that one little conversation made me sit back and think, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I kind of like everything. I would go play pool. I would go bowling. I would go watch a movie, cuddle up with some popcorn and a fire, go on a hike. I mean, there's tons of things to just say, you know, that I know that I like to do, but it made me realize that I honestly didn't know who I was, what I genuinely was, something that I enjoy. It's just wild when you realize that your whole life you lived numb and pretending to be someone else just to fit in, and then getting to the age, I mean, I'm pushing 60, and I'm just learning who I am and that I belong here and I want to be here and I want to help others want to be here too. I want others to know you don't have to be here and just exist. You don't have to just live. It's depressing, and you don't have to do that. You know, hang out, follow me, hang out. I'm trying to do more videos, but you know, life is hitting me too. So I'm still trying to do some posts and reach out and let you know I'm here. And you know, if you really need me, you're welcome to reach out to me through Messenger, or my email is usually attached to my videos. But anyway, yeah, so that's saying, and I'm looking at it because I have it written down here, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation or experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And just repeat that over and over again. You know, take some nice deep breaths. I talk about it all the time, but it's proven to work. You're going into a situation, something just happens, you just got the phone call you didn't want to get. You know, you're getting ready to walk in the door to work or to an office somewhere or home, and you don't want to carry that energy to your family or your coworkers. So you take a couple nice deep breaths, breathe in nice and deep, hold for about 3 or 4 seconds, release slowly through your mouth. Close your eyes, take another deep breath, you know, do it like 3 times. Nice and deep, you know, and just hold it. And just allow it to flow out. And then, you know, all is well. Everything's working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come to me. You know, I am safe. And write it down if you have to. You see, I keep looking at it. There's times where I've used this before. I'm reciting it in my head, and I just know it. And then there's times where I'm stumbling. But it doesn't even have to be word for word this. You can put anything into your own words like that. But yeah, I really wanted to share that with you because it's a rough time right now. And I get that, but you can't live in it and dwell on it. We have to try to bring people out of it, okay? So let's see what I'm going to do first. I think I'm going to pull one of these Moon Oracle cards because they always have real nice messages in them. I'm going to do a little bell. And I ask our spirit guides and ancestors and guardian angels, ascended masters, whoever surrounds us in light and love and tries to protect us, please let us know if there's anything that you would like us to know or any messages you'd like to confirm for us. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, trust me, I'm sitting here saying all these things, and I know it's not easy. I fell into it a couple days ago. You know, I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to get dressed, and I didn't. But normally I would feel guilty for that. And that's okay too. Shit, if you know that if you don't have to be somewhere, if it's not like an obligation, obviously, the house can wait. You know, the laundry can wait. Things can wait. You have to take care of you, and you're never going to be good for anyone else out there if you're not taking care of yourself, and you deserve that. I laid around in my robe and my pajamas, and my grandson was with me, and he did too, and we laid around all day, and we didn't do anything, and I normally I would feel guilty, and at a couple times I started to like I should get up and get dressed. Why? I had nothing to do. Just chill, hang out. It had the snow, so yeah, just take care of you. That's another thing. Don't hold everything in. Know that all is well. Know that the situations will come out, you know, for your highest good. And if you know that and believe that, it will. But if you stay negative, you're just going to keep attracting negative things. So I can't say it enough. And it's proven. All of that is proven now. They've done tests on people's brains. So manifest, it's actually the card from the cover of the book. So manifest. Okay. Okay. Ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. Maya Angelou. You can see it very clearly. What you desire in your life is in plain sight. Put yourself into forward motion to achieve your ambitions. Never have doubts or underestimate your ability to grasp a hold of your dreams. Envision and feel yourself already possessing what you want to obtain, whether love, a home, career, or financial security. Channel your thoughts and be proactive in bringing your visions into life. Think only positive thoughts. Caring for yourself and others will allow you to draw in your desired outcome. You are one with the universe and extension of its infinite magnitude. Work towards achieving this unity and making a strong magnetic bond. Intention: put yourself into motion. Move forward with courage. Motivation is key to your success. So, there's that message. That was from the Moon Oracle. And then we have these cards called High Vibe. And some of them are kind of long little things they want you to do. And it's just to high vibe, to keep your vibes up. Shazam! What word tickles your fancy? What words tickle your fancy? Pull them out, say them, and play with them. So it's just something goofy and fun. Let's pull another one. But you can do that. Just go Shazam! And I guess if it's a fun word or it's a word that you think is funny, it's going to make you laugh. Affirmations. Okay. We all run negative tapes in our heads. Change the tape by telling yourself positive stories. I am an amazing person. I love my life. Good luck follows me. I embrace my magnificence. I am high vibrational being. I create affirming thoughts. I deserve love. I am joyful. I am beautiful. And I have abundance of self-worth. Boom. Boom. Change your tape by telling yourself positive stories. So that's what I was saying too, even about Facebook. If Facebook is getting rough on you, instead of turning it off, I mean, if you really can't handle it, that's different. If it's triggering you that badly, but either scroll through or go find yourself. You can go on Google and search funny memes. I've done it before when I couldn't find anything and I knew I needed to laugh. And I knew others could use it too. People know that I'm a complete goofball. Some things I probably shouldn't share, but I think it's funny. You know, if you don't have a sense of humor, then scroll past me. Then don't watch, don't follow. You know, like it's and like I said, I'm not telling you to be an asshole. I'm telling you to not care what others think. And you've probably been told that your whole life. You know, even when we were young, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Your words can only hurt you if you allow them to. Things happening in your life can only affect you if you allow them to. So, we had these two cards fall out, but to be honest with you, hold on. I really want to pull. I don't want to, I want to be able to pull the card today. That's just how I feel. So I go with what I'm being told to do. And this is from the Star Tarot. This is the beautiful deck. They have beautiful messages behind the cards. Okay, and we pulled the Three of Swords. So this is, heartbreak. This is, someone aching, someone hurting. And that's why I said there's a lot of hurt out in the world today. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of bad things going on, a lot of things that can affect you. But, it doesn't mean we have to live in it. And let's see what they say, because like I said, this book has beautiful messages. So, the Three of Swords symbolizes a heavy heart that is carrying sorrow. Metaphorically, the intensity of the sorrow is so powerful, one wants to tear open their being so the pain inside can bleed out. It is not an easy time, and it calls for courage to accept and deal with the suffering you're holding within. The Three of Swords brings mental anguish, heartbreak, defeat, fear, loss, unhappiness. But those experiences can bring the opportunity to transform sorrows into new insights and understandings. The key to the Three of Swords is not to bury your painful experiences, but to work through them by facing and surrendering to them, shifting the painful emotions and negative thinking to a neutral ground. The Three of Swords gift is to transform sorrow and pain into healing and growth. And that's even my book, Turning Wounds into Wisdom. And if you don't know me, I'm sorry. I've been sitting here blabbing. I'm Christine, the founder, owner of Whispers of the Wounded Soul. I wrote a book, Turning Wounds into Wisdom, after decades of classes and courses and books and I was going to say memoirs. That's what I'm working on, a memoir. All of it. I never applied it to myself. I never used any of the tools that I've been working on for years until I just completely crumbled. I had a breakdown. And it led me to writing this book. I'm still working on my full memoir, but this is all of the years throughout my life and the traumas that I've gone through all the way up till probably 6 months ago, and I'm still going through stuff now because it doesn't end for anyone. If someone has a perfect, beautiful life, they're either lying or I don't know, there's some type of miracle, because everyone has some type of struggles, even if you don't hear about it. So in here, at the end of each chapter, it's called a Whisper Back, and it's a shadow work question to guide you through the type of trauma that I went through yourself. How would you handle a situation like that, or have you been through it? How did you handle it? How did it make you feel? Type questions. And then a little ritual to calm you down, usually just a couple deep breaths, a nice affirmation, something to bring you back to peace, because doing shadow work is hard. It was agonizing. It was the crying was something I've never experienced in my entire life. Out of all the trauma and loss and grief that I've had, I've never experienced that type of deep crying. And it helped me release it and realize that the tools that I've been carrying around me work. And if I had them years ago, I wouldn't have had to continue experience all of this for 58 years. So I want to help others. So if you're experiencing all different types of trauma, buy my book, follow me, whatever. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to guide people through traumas and talk about my experiences and the tools that I have now that could possibly help you, so you don't have to live 58 years with trauma. And if you're older than me or my age, hey, there's hope out there. We can be happy again. I'm going through something right now, and for the first time, I'm not shoving it down. I'm not running away. I'm not I'm not in any of the trauma fight, or freeze. I'm accepting it. I'm acknowledging it. I'm doing what I can, and I'm letting go. Let go. Let God. Let it be. I talk about that in this book too. That song saved me, and it just saved me again recently by making me realize, let it be. Just let it go. Let it. I've done what I can now. Let it be. But anyway, sorry. Back to the card. I just wanted to acknowledge that. So it says, there's no doubt that the Three of Swords brings experience of heartbreak, despair, and grief. Its energy can immobilize one into feeling helpless, seeing life as hopeless. It indicates a sad time in life. Painful memories that are being held in the mind and heart need to be looked at, accepted, processed, and let go so one can heal. This is mind-blowing because it's exactly what I was talking about. And this is the card that I pulled. The Three of Swords encourages you to empty the sadness in your heart. The pain of losing something special is an individual experience that each person processes differently. There are stages of grieving: denial, anger, guilt, vulnerability, loneliness, and depression. The ultimate goal is to take back your personal power and gain the strength back to begin to live your life at a renewed level. Understanding and wisdom come as one door closes, another door opens. The Three of Swords' silver lining is that it cleanses the mind and heart from the heaviness of life's pain. It brings truth and clarity to situations, relationships, or issues that have been in denial. It changes the focus off old emotional wounds and defeating thoughts to the present. Cleansing is not an easy process, but the rewards are many. Cleansing gives one a sense of lightness and strength. The cleanse of the Three of Swords detoxes and rejuvenates spirit, so a new identity and perspective can emerge. The Three of Swords can indicate a breakup in a romantic relationship, friendship, or a business partner. You may discover a disappointing and painful truth about someone or something. It indicates an issue involving 3 people or 3 situations that are causing distress. It can signal betrayal and being let down, as well as sudden and unexpected changes and loss. You get the picture. When the Three of Swords enters, brace yourself for some tears. Tears are a form of cleansing. When you have cried your last tear, you begin the process of healing. Tools can be learned from counseling to help one forgive and let go of pain and bring back love to the heart. Three of Swords brings you the fortitude and the courage to process pain and suffering, moving it out of the heart and mind. The Three of Swords reminds one, this too shall pass. So, that's exactly what I was saying when I started this. Everything feels so heavy right now. A lot of us are going through a lot of emotions. The world is crazy right now. It's the holidays. Loss is very hard for a lot of people. I still can barely listen to certain Christmas songs. It depends on the day. My grandson and I were singing Christmas songs yesterday and this morning, actually. And I take him to school in the morning. And him and I were singing Christmas songs, and the little drummer boy came on, and I could barely sing it. And that's not even one of the songs that's usually a trigger. So it's just the emotions are running wild right now. And if you need to cry, cry. Let it out. There's nothing wrong with crying. And it's actually a great form of release. And once you start releasing all of the heaviness, all of the baggage, all of the woe is me, all of the stuff that you've been carrying, you can start bringing in more positive. You add more positive affirmations, more positive things will happen in your life once you release the negative. And it takes, like it was saying here, dealing with it, processing it, and that's how you move on. And moving on doesn't mean you forget. Trust me, this time of the year is not easy. I haven't moved on in the slightest bit, but it doesn't mean that I can't live and be happy. I'm allowed to be happy. There's a lot of, I've noticed with me anyway, a lot of, what's the word? I can't think. With my grief, guilt. I felt a lot of guilt because how am I moving on and happy, or how am I doing this or whatever, and they're not here anymore. Well, they're at the most beautiful peace, I believe. And and they're around us and in our energy, and energy doesn't die. They're still with us. They're not here that we can hold them or touch them or hear their voice, but they're with us, and they would want us to be happy, and they would want us to move on. I can't imagine any of our loved ones that have passed on that would be mad if we're having a good time or enjoying life or moving on. I can't even imagine it. And I tell the story in another message that before my aunt passed away, she was telling my uncle to go to church singles meetings or parties, whatever they were, so that he could maybe meet someone, so that when she passed, because it was inevitable, that he wasn't alone. So I can't imagine, like I said, your loved ones that have passed on, regardless of the situation or who they are, about you moving on or being happy. So I want to do one more card. This is the spirit animal, and this is Dragonfly Magic. And this one says, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. So I'm going to end it, guys. It's almost about a half hour. I didn't mean to make the message that long, but I really felt pulled to share this information with you today. And obviously I was supposed to, because the fact that this card came out for us today, exactly what I'm talking about. Don't carry it with you. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I will talk to everyone soon. Thank you for watching, sharing, liking. I appreciate you tremendously, and I thank you for those reaching out to me and thanking me. It's all makes this worth it. Bye. never turns off.